If you suffer with panic attacks, anxiety or raised levels of stress, what is actually happening with your physical body is that the mind is going into the fight, flight, freeze response. What that entails is that the body then sends the blood to the muscles to fuel it for the fight, flight, freeze response. Concentration levels will drop because the breathing will be from the top level of the lungs, i.e. the top third, and that means that the blood is getting less oxygen to it. So that's why your concentration levels will also drop down. The vision will also become very foveal, because what the brain is doing is looking for what it sees as, or what it perceives as being, the potential threat. So there's a very simple technique that you can use in order to be able to trick the mind and the body into relaxing, to understanding that there isn't a threat available and that actually everything's going to be safe and you will survive. All you will do is you do a simple breathing technique where you're breathing in through the nose very gently to the count of 3, but you'll do that by pushing your tummy out gently. And what that does is it draws the diaphragm down. That creates a vacuum in the lungs, which then gets more air into the bottom of the lungs. Then you breathe out by pulling your tummy in very gently to the count of 5, and you breathe out through the mouth. What that does is it then gets rid of all the stale air and the toxins that may have built up in the lungs. You repeat that process again, in through the nose, count of 3, out through the mouth to the count of 5. Now, what will then be happening is there will be more oxygen getting into the bloodstream. That then starts to tell the brain that actually everything's okay, there isn't a threat, I don't need to do this tight breathing from the top. Then you repeat it a 3rd time. By then, there will be enough oxygen-rich blood getting to the brain that the vision then relaxes and becomes more peripheral, and the muscles then relax. And any tension that may have been in your body will begin to then reduce. Sometimes you might have to repeat that a 4th or a 5th time until you can get those feelings. The idea is that what you're doing is you're telling your brain and your physical body, by giving it oxygen, that actually there is no threat and you can relax. It isn't a cure for anxiety, it isn't a cure for panic attacks, but it certainly will relax the body and the mind and make things a lot more manageable. And you can use this going into exams, you can use this going into meetings, you can use this in virtually any situation where you feel raised levels of stress, or indeed any forms of anxiety, or if you feel a panic attack coming on, and it will help ease the problem. So I hope that you found something of use in this video. There are other videos on this channel that you or someone you know might well benefit from. There'll be more videos soon, so do please feel free just to take a look, and collectively I hope that you find a way to live the life you deserve. You can find all of my information in the description below.